Hey guys and girls, what's up going on? Oh shit, Verdi here, and I'm a little tired. I've been up since the release of the map pack and the new zombie map Ascension, and I've been playing with Zombie. Play with her till she had to go to work. So we got a few matches in. We were kind of exploring a little bit, and this was our last match that we had, so we got to explore a little bit more. And we got to round 11, I believe, so we're just going to commentate through the whole thing, guys. We're gonna sit here. If you don't like the 30 minutes, I think it's about 30 minutes that we're going to be sitting here. I'm sorry. I'm going to be kind of telling you what my thoughts are about this level. First off, obviously, you guys know the basics. You probably watched Rad Austin's videos. If you haven't, go check him out, because he literally is a nerd for this shit. And he explains every little detail he's ever found. As a matter of fact, I think he told me that he had already found Easter eggs in this level, and he had only played it like 30 minutes, so look forward to that shit, because I sure as shit didn't find any. But yeah, so we're running a two-man little strategy, and it's pretty obvious. First of all, you got an upstairs balcony and a downstairs balcony with two windows on each level. So you might notice that downstairs there's like a machine there. It looks like a G-force machine, but I don't know what the fuck they're actually called. But you'll hear a sound, a very piercing sound, and then it will start rotating, and that will kill you, as MZ found out pretty hard. She got hit right in the fucking head with it. So when you hear that sound, if you're in the middle, don't try and run away. Just go prone immediately, and it'll miss you. And don't worry about zombies, because any zombie will die. So pretty badass. Anyway, so yeah, we're pretty much just running this strategy where I take the top, she takes the bottom. And that didn't sound right. Where she takes the top, I take the top balcony, and she takes the lower windows. How about that? Fuck. Yeah. So we're gonna be. I'm pretty much. You've got the same setup as you do in. Fuck. I'm so tired. I can't even remember the damn names of the maps. Well, you've got your M14 and you've got your Olympia up here. So the Olympia is upstairs, the M14 is downstairs, and I 100% prefer the M14 because the Olympia just takes way too long to reload. And if you're good with the M14, which I know quite a few people are, then by all means, there's a really quick way off of the balcony immediately, and there's an opening in the railing over to my front right, and you can jump down there if you get too crowded, but the zombies will also jump down there instead of going down the stairs. Obviously, pointing out the obvious here, but, I'm just making sure I cover all grounds of what I've learned. In this video, she actually had to go to work pretty quick, so we weren't trying to survive as much as we were trying to discover. So, just keep that in mind. So yeah, just the early rounds, just do what you can. I think, did we have insta-kill? No, we didn't. So, that's pretty much it for this part. Now, Rad sent me a message on Skype before he had to go to school, and he told me that he had a very good downstairs strategy. And I didn't know what he meant by that at first, but he didn't literally mean downstairs. He meant off this balcony, so you don't actually go down. And there's the flogger thing spinning, or whatever it is. I'm going to call it a flogger, just because it sounds correct, but it's not what it is. But anyway, you want to use the downstairs door is what he meant, and I think he was right, because in the previous games that we did, we actually used the upstairs, and it ended up getting us killed quicker. But yeah, there's a pretty interesting, here we're going to open the door and go forward. But there's a pretty interesting little room that we found, not a room but a destination, I'll call it. And it's outside, and we don't go to that one first. We try and explore what we hadn't seen yet and go up here. So pretty much we're just opening doors. And if you go behind where I'm at right now, that's where that room is at. And what we're trying to do right now is find the power, I believe. We couldn't find it, and we finally did, luckily, because this black and white shit just getting on my nerves. It's actually disorienting, and it's hard to see shit for me. Anyway, I guess I'm anti-colorblind, if that makes any sense. I'm completely against it. Yeah, I need Technicolor to survive. So, we're kind of working out a strategy here. We found the Olympia, And I think that she's like, all right, well, let's just hold down this fort. And it actually works out pretty well for us because the box is upstairs. And MZL's a girl, so she's having trouble with directions and shit. So I'm having to lead her around by her hand a little bit. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just joking around. But anyway, yeah, we're just fucking around here. We're actually coming up with some kind of a strategy here. She's like, here, take the window and the stairs. I was like, yep, that's what I was going to do. And when I get the points, I'm going to buy the Olympia. But fortunately, the box is upstairs, so I don't have to do that shit. I don't have to worry about it. You might be able to hear what she's saying. I'm not sure. But we were talking on Skype rather than Xbox because she was cutting out and I couldn't hear her. Oh, God, I'm freaking tired, guys. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back, so I'm going to stay up all freaking day, which is going to be a challenge in itself. Especially a challenge to get good gameplay on the new maps because I'm sucking. I'm going to be sucking because I'm so tired. So she's going to go open that door up there and hang out there. We're literally just looking around for good stuff right now. Good strategies to stay alive because we want it. This was the last game she's going to get to play. We wanted to make it count at least a little bit. I guess she's contemplating opening. There we go. And she's like, ooh, the box. Should we turn on the power? I'm like, no, not yet. We don't know what the hell that can bring. Which I'm still not sure if it does anything to bring new zombies and whatnot. But who knows? Who knows? And I can't wait to get to the higher levels to see if there's anything new. I'm sure by the time I get this out, some zombie purist will have already, gotten to level 50. Probably Meat Wagon and Spider. Or they will tonight anyway. I think at like 10 o'clock they're having their live stream, so go check that out. But, yeah, pretty much just fucking around right now, just waiting on shit. She's like, I'm going to take this window. We're explaining strategies to each other like we're idiots, I guess. This was really fun, though. So, yeah, I'm like, fuck it. We're going to do it. There's a nuke. And, of course, I'm not going to take the nuke just yet. I'm going to go ahead and try and hold off as long as I can while she's up there trying to figure out how she's going to take the top. And, yeah, this ends up being a pretty decent little beginning strategy. Not a running strategy like I thought we would have to do in the beginning, in which we tried. We tried to do a running strategy at first, but it didn't work. So I take the nuke before it disappears. I know I had a little bit more time, but I wanted to be safe. And here we go with round 4. And I'm like, all right, this shouldn't be that hard. But, I'm always scared when I've got a shitty weapon like the M14. I'm always scared I'm going to fuck up or something. Never know. Never know with a semi-automatic. I just don't feel it hitting all the time. And I know my accuracy's off. Please forgive me. I'm trying to stay awake. But, yeah, they just pretty much funnel up from one direction. I mean, as long as you've got your head in front of you, MZ's got the top, so I'm guarded from behind. I don't ever have to worry about turning around unless she calls out and says, "Hey, one got down." But that's highly doubtful since I'm so far away. They probably wouldn't be traveling back downstairs. So now that I've got enough for the box, I'm like, well, maybe we should keep a crawler, but I think it pretty much becomes useless because the box is so close that I can just run up there and take a turn and come back down. So now that the round's over, of course, I'm going to achieve a weapon after she gets the, I guess she gets the Python. I think that's what she has. Looks like what came out of the box. If not, then I know she gets the AUG later. And I get lucky, pretty lucky, and I get the Commando, which is a badass gun in my opinion. It's got quite a bit of ammo and a lot of power. And a good solid hit to the head. Look at all this spraying. Boom. Yeah. I've almost recouped my fucking losses, and we get lucky with the double points. So, luck be a lady tonight. Yep, just continuing the strategy, because, I mean, if you ever get overpowered in this room, then you can retreat back to the stairs, and you can keep working yourself forward to that stairway, and you've always still got 2 points of contact where they're coming through. So for a little while, this is not a bad deal. It's actually a pretty good thing for a couple rounds at least until you get overpowered. But we get to a point later where she's just like, I gotta go. So I was like, okay, well, let's just, I guess, kill everything. I don't know what else to tell you. More zombie action here with the fucking... Yeah, I know there's insta-kill, but I was just tapping them. Didn't want to run into there. I get really upset when I run into a horde of zombies with insta-kill on, and I start knifing them, and I end up falling. That pisses me off. And I at least wanted to get one decent gameplay. So here I grab the Spectre. I'm like, oh, well, fuck it. We'll use it till it runs out, because, you know, whatever. Actually, here we're arguing, because I accidentally called it the MPL, and she's like, what? Why? You sure it's the MPL? I'm like, no. She's like, you sure it's a... I was like, what? And she's like, it's a Spectre. I was like, oh, yeah, dirt. It's a Spectre. Commenting on your own shit after you've played it is, especially for 30 fucking minutes, isn't the easiest thing, so excuse me if I'm silent for a little bit. At least I'm providing some insightful commentary. So I run out of fucking ammo in that gun. I'm like, well, shit, I gotta switch back. Which is fine with me. I just really don't want to use the commando ammo so soon. And I think they start getting past me, so now I'm aiming more for the head than I normally was. And boom, look at that. Look at that. Nice. And the double points. Unfortunately, I didn't realize the round had ended. I'm like, well, fuck, I need some ammo. I think I realized that. I realized it now. I know I get some. Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the box again. Oh, shit. It's so freaking early in the morning. Fuck, 7 o'clock. Get some nades down. I'm like, ah, shit. Yeah, okay, so I'm an idiot. And I now realize that I need the ammo. Right when I'm about damn out of it. And I'm like, well, this is the end here. Because I've literally screwed her. Because she's up there alone. And I'm about to lead them all up there. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to try and use a... I'm trying to use my grenades, everything I've got to my advantage, and start tapping the commando a little bit so that I don't waste as much ammo. You guys know how to play zombies. I don't have to tell you what every little fucking thing, even though I'm going to. And, oh, lucky me! I'm like, reload! And I failed and got it before I was fully reloaded, but, oh well, it was necessary, or these motherfuckers were going to get to us. So I was like, alright, we got a crawler, let's go. So we're going to open the door, and now we've got a complete circle around to where we're at. So now if you fall out that hole in the wall there, you got a complete circle back around. However, the circular paths in this game are not very helpful simply because the paths are so damn narrow that if one zombie is in that path, you're going to get hit. And here MZ's trying to jump over a zombie, and she's played zombies way more than I have. She should know better than that. I told her that too. I was like, shame on you. You should have dove over it or something, or tried if you were going to get over it. I was giving her a hard time, but in all respects, I probably wouldn't have any other person on my team, even Rad. I was like, no. Rad takes this shit too seriously. Yeah, or my brother. My brother Devin. Oh, he's pretty damn good. He comes up with some badass strategies and whatnot. So I wouldn't mind having Devin on my team either. So she's like, should I turn the power on? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm tired of this fucking Wizard of Oz first 10-minute shit. Let's get to Technicolor fast. So yeah, now there's not much more color, but at least, you know, we can see some shit. And I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna use the box again. And no luck there. Unfortunately, I don't get a fucking some monkeys or anything. I get the G11, which I'm like, well, I'm going to save some money so that we can open some doors if we need to. And, you know, get out of there. Boom! Oh, God! Got hit in the back. I'm like, fuck! G11's not that powerful, so you got to make sure you get a headshot, which I'm not very good at. I'm going to straight up admit that shit right now. Now she's kind of trapped. I'm like, uh-oh. So I'm trying to lead him back down here so she can use the box a few times. Hopefully she could get something, but oh shit, sorry. Looks like she got the bow. Now, at this point in time, I am not sure what the PhD flogger does, or flopper? PhD floppy, whatever the fuck. And I don't know what it does yet, so I've got a theory that it it hasn't been proven, but I've got a theory that it keeps you from losing your perks when you're knocked down. Now, I'm not 100% sure. It was just something I heard. So, yeah. It was just something online. But, so, by the time this is seen or heard, people will know what the fuck it is. And at least 15 people have told me in the comments what it does. So, thank you in advance for saying it 15 times. Now, here we're doing just a little bit of exploration. And I don't know if Rad's found this out yet, but watch when I look at this TV. Nobody believed me because nobody saw it. My friend Seth's here, so he didn't believe me either. Here it says no lander destination, so we're like, okay, what does that mean? We find out pretty quick. We figure that out easily, and we see this TV, and she points it out in a minute. Yeah, don't buy that. Don't need it. It's about right about here. She's like, hey, come back. Of course, I don't listen, and I'm like, no. No, I didn't remember where she was. I was like, all right, I'm coming back. I'm going to see what you were talking about. She's looking at this. I think she's looking at she's looking at the TV. And I'm like, oh, wow, what is that? And I try and focus it because it's kind of pixelated. But then this thing pops up on it, and nobody saw it. Nobody believed me right there. It's the eye of God. And I'm sitting here explaining it, and they're like, I didn't see it. So I sit here and stare at the TV for like another 5 minutes, waiting for the son of a bitch to pop back up. It does not. I think it's literally programmed to only pop up after everybody in the game has looked at it once, and then everybody turns except one person, so that only one guy can see it. I think that's how it's programmed. But yeah, so I'm like, no, it popped up, believe me. So yeah, it definitely, you guys got to see it, luckily, because they didn't believe me. And I'm still looking at it. I'm still like, no, it's going to pop up. As soon as I turn around, it's going to pop up. Oh, I'm not leaving that shit alone, but but yeah, so now we're satisfied with what we've got, I believe. I think I have enough ammo. We've got Juggernog now, so we can take a few more hits. And so I'm like, you know what? Now that we saw that thing said the lander or whatever, I was like, let's figure out what that does. Let's figure out where we can link that shit. So I come over here to the door, and this is the area I'm talking about. That's a pretty nice little area to camp out in. And we see this guy here, and it says activate lander station. So we activate the son of a bitch. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we stayed here long enough. No, never mind. I'm getting mixed up. So now we decide to go back to the original point by the TV and to see what we can find there. And, I mean, until this time, I'm going to tell you guys the truth, I have not read anything on Ascension. So I have no fucking idea what any of this shit's about. Here I'm kind of confused about where I'm at because, again, I've only played this like twice. So, and before we hadn't opened most of these doors. So it's still a learning process, and especially since this thing has so many damn levels, I'm like, no, damn it, I'm an idiot. Come back down this way. I lead her the wrong way twice, so maybe it's not... I know it's not just a girl thing. I'm also at fault with the directions and shit. But yeah, we go back to the original point of the... It said activate lander. And I don't see it, but she sees the station over to the left in the corner. And she promptly runs over there for it. Activates it. And then she unknowingly runs right back to the center. Where I hear the rumbling like I do. I look up, and I'm like, oh shit, we better get the fuck out of here. I back up. She does not. She dies. The fire and flames were too much for her. So now we're like, let's do this. It says it's cooling down. It takes a minute. We both get on it, and this is freaking awesome. I absolutely loved this shit. We take off, and oh god, yeah, this is absolutely amazing. It's just like, oh shit. I mean, we are literally extremely excited at this point. We are hovering over the damn map, and that pad that we activated comes to a stop. And now, if we use it again, it will take us right back to where we were. We just have to let it cool down. And it costs 250 points to use, as you saw before. And it works just the same. I mean, it's... I guess you can just kind of use it as a teleporter back and forth, since I don't think there's a teleporter in this level. At least I didn't see one, and I hadn't got to it. Now, there's this really big room that I'm sure you can get to that's right under the missile. And unfortunately, I didn't show it in this run. But when you turn on the power, the missile actually goes into a locked position, so it comes up just like in the map countdown. God damn it, I can't remember the damn name. It's not countdown. Fuck it, I don't remember what it is. I'll put an annotation maybe. God, I got the hiccups now. All right, but yeah, it comes up and locks into place, and you know. It's just pretty badass to watch. But it looks like there's a room through one of the doors over here. Here she's like, all right, you got to kill that guy. We can't explore right now because I've got to go. And I was like, well, shit. So we know that our rounds are pretty limited at this point because she's got to go to work. And she said she had to be ready in like 20 minutes. And we didn't have much time left. So what I'm doing is, since she got knocked down by the teleport pad, the launch pad, she doesn't have her juggernaut anymore. So I am going to be defending her haphazardly from up at this balcony, and I realize that it's just not going to work with this little piece of shit because I can't aim it, and I hate that fucking sight. So I come down here, and I just start, giving them headshots and shit. And she's standing in the corner over there doing as much as she can, but all she's got is one gun, and I think her other gun is the bow, so it's not the best for her. So I kind of throw a grenade down there, maybe to get a crawler or two, for no reason other than the fact that we live maybe a little bit longer. Yeah. So I mean, this is a pretty decent spot. We grab insta kill, luckily, and I fail at some of the shots, even with insta kill on. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? This is the flopper perk. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. I got the money to do it. Might as well try and see what it does. And I'm pretty sure that I don't know what the fuck it does. I've only got that one theory, and that's about it. So I don't know what I'm doing right now. We've got one zombie left. Oh yeah, I was like, let's make it a crawler. So, blow! There's a crawler. And we take off to get the sickle. I think I don't remember what we were doing. I think she wanted Juggernaut again or something. Can't remember. Literally, it was not but 30 or 45 minutes ago that this happened, and I cannot remember shit because the sun's coming up and I haven't slept yet. Oh yeah, I was like, look at my eyes. Has anything about me changed? And she says, yeah, there's blood all over you. And I was like, yeah, there's blood all over you too. We've been fighting zombies. So yeah, I thought maybe my eyes would be glowing purple or some shit. I think at this point I was like, damn it, I wish we're trying to figure out what Flopper did, and we couldn't do it. There's pretty much nothing online about it, so I didn't want to get knocked down to find out if that was the case, since this was one of my first matches and we were doing pretty decent. So I didn't die. Didn't want that to happen. So we're like, all right, let's do this. Here's where I'm pretty much like, all right, if you get in trouble, we'll come over here, we'll use this. She's like, no, there's no time, I got to go to work. I'm like, okay, you've drilled that into my head already, so let's go ahead and just make this a survival mode. Let's see how long we can go for it. And, oh, look what I got, a death machine! Fuck yes! I am like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm having a heyday. You really feel like Arnold when you're holding this thing. Get to the chopper! Get to the launcher and go back to the main room! Go now! That was obnoxious, but so is he. Obnoxiously badass, so yeah, I'm just milking this sumbitch for all it's worth. I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's so powerful that you're going to kill the zombies and not get many points for it. I mean, I didn't get many points for killing them, so... and to tell you the truth, I never got it before, even in 5. Because I've only played 5 a few times, because I mainly play with Rad, and Rad doesn't like 5. And one of the only times I ever played 5 with him was when... was like the first time we ever played zombies together, so... So she uses her torque bow to blow his ass up, and I'm like, well, do it or lose it. Let's do it. So we're on round 10 now. And round 10 seems to be the magic number for the little thumb-footed bastards that we meet here. And I'm still not exactly sure what the fuck they do. Now, she's screaming like crazy now. You can see her emblem. She's freaking out. And I'm like, oh, shit, I don't even know where you're at. So we kind of huddle up and don't know what the hell's going on. Now, what they do is they go and attack. I didn't know this. Neither did she, I guess. They go and attack the machines, the perk machines, and they start stealing shit from them. And when you kill them, they explode and deal a little bit of damage to you. So I guess what you want to do is literally have one person run to each of the perk machines that you give a fuck about and guard it with your life. Because if they get to the perk machine, you can see that the perks in the bottom left corner are pulsating. And I guess that means they're fucking them up. And once they fuck them up enough, then it's game over for that perk. Which I honestly have not read anything about this. So they get to the perk machines. They give them a good fuck up, and we're done for perks anyway. They've already took them a flopper, which really sucks because I feel less of a man without a flopper. And my juggernaut is now gone. So I'm like, well, it was fun while it lasted, but you got to go to work, and I'm out of flopper. So we're just kind of waiting for the monkeys to come and so we can take them down. There they are, little bastards. Give me that little nuclear fucking destruction sequence. And there's the ammo like the dogs give. Thought it'd be pretty badass if the dogs and the monkeys came, because not only would it be pretty interesting and a little bit more, I don't know, diverse, but also you'd get more chances to have max ammo, which, as Reed pointed out to me, you desperately need, because ammo's, I don't know, there's something about this that seems harder. Now, it probably seems harder simply for the fact that it's new, but yeah, so, we're like, okay, this has to be the last round because she's got to go to work. So I'm like, well, we're gonna kill ourselves anyway, pretty much, so let's go get the sickle and check that out while we still have a chance, and I still have $3,000. So we run into the room with the sickle. It's right there on the chalkboard or whatever the fuck that is, piece of metal. And you pull that out. That replaces your knife now, and it's a lot like the Bowie knife. But even in round 11, it takes 2. It only takes 2 to kill the zombies. So I pretty much get cornered here. I grab that. I don't know why. I just, at this point, I don't even care. She's down. She's just like, run, motherfucker. And I'm like, well, son of a bitch. They got to us on the fucking rail. What are you gonna do? So that was a nice little exploratory round, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So when she gets back off work, we're gonna try and get me, Rad, and Anakin in the same lobby, do a 4-man video, and hopefully we'll have like a better strategy for 4 people, and it'll be pretty nice. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this didn't bore you too bad. Hope it gave you a little bit of a look into zombies if you haven't gotten the multiplayer pack, or if you're on PS3, you can see what Ascension's about and see what you're up to expecting. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.